So here we are with our second ever Kids Korner on World of Stu. Now, we did this a few weeks ago and we covered the old school with Space Jam from 1996, and you both enjoyed that film, yeah?
Yeah, and now we're doing the new school in the bag.
I don't quite understand what a bag's got to do with anything, but you are right, we are doing
The
new school, which is Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice. Now, me and Dave, on the regular portion of World of Stu, have covered this film already and we've given our thoughts and everything. So I figured, in the interest of fairness, because you two might not feel the same about it as me, that I would bring you guys back for another Kids Corner to discuss the film. So, just in case anyone didn't listen to the first Kids Corner and don't know who you are, because of course you have been on early episodes of World of Stu, we have Jessica Rose on my left.
Hello.
And we have Megan Ramey on my right.
Hello, everyone.
So, Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice is the second film in what they're calling the DCEU, which is the Detective Comics Extended Universe, which is like the MCU for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So all the Iron Mans and Thors and Captain Americas, they're all movies in that universe. The DC are trying to do their own. So the first film was Man of Steel. Do you remember Man of Steel, the Superman film? You saw it once, but you weren't that bothered by it.
And you hate that.
I do hate that film, right? So this is the follow-up to that, okay? Now, before we get into the film, do you remember when the trailer came out, Megan? What was it you said about the trailer?
I said it was too long and they spoiled the...
You felt that there was too much in there and it ruined the film, right?
Yeah, because there was dooms there and it basically spoiled it.
Well, you're only saying that because you listened to Daddy. If you hadn't have heard Dad say that, you probably wouldn't have gone into that. Because you wouldn't have thought that. You would have gone, oh, there's Doomsday, oh, there's Wonder Woman, oh, this is gonna look awesome, and you're just gonna love it. But once you listen to Dad, you just change your mind completely.
I do not, and it spoiled it because there's Wonder Woman, and they didn't spoil the first bit because that was the best bit.
Okay, so, right, you felt that the trailer spoiled the film, okay, right? So we get into the movie and it begins with once again showing us why Bruce Wayne becomes Batman, because his parents die. You get the whole thing with the pearls and the gun, and you get him at the funeral falling down into the mine shaft with the bats. Now, this was the first part of the film that I thought was dumb, right?
Yeah.
Because why did this come across as dumb?
Because bats floated Batman into the air.
They did, yeah.
I don't think it was dumb because it's just saying that the bats were turning him into
Batman.
his new self. Yeah, Batman.
But the Batman's rose him up from the ground like Jesus.
I don't care. They're not the Batman. They're the bats for a start. I just don't care. It's a good film.
Okay, right.
But they're not mini Batman.
No, right. So that was the first bit that I thought was dumb. You didn't mind it. Okay. We then go from that into the opening part of the film, where we've got Bruce Wayne, played by Ben Affleck in this film, and he is running around Metropolis trying to save people as all the buildings are being knocked down, as Superman fights Zod, which is the big fight from the end of Man of Steel, which was the first film. Now, I really loved this bit. What did you guys think of this section of the film?
Well, I think it was kind of good, but then it was really sad and depressing as well, because like Superman had knocked down one building and like some of his friends and family died. But why was Batman in Metropolis? Why wasn't he in his suit doing all that safety stuff? Why was he just being a normal man in Metropolis, walking round and helping people?
Well, because he was just there on business as Bruce Wayne. He wasn't there as Batman.
But he should have his Batman costume with him all the
Well,
time.
what could he have done anyway? Batman can't stop buildings from falling over, can he?
No, but he could have got into his Bat costume
and save people.
Okay, so you're wondering why Bruce Wayne was around, but did you like that part of the film?
I liked it because he found a little girl and he tried to help her, and basically he helped her, so that's all that matters. And I don't know why he'd save people, because that's what superheroes sometimes can't get in their costume, save people. So so they just help people, make sure that they don't know that they're superheroes.
Okay, right. Now, after we got through that bit, which was my personal favourite part of the film, right, the next part of the film, and we're taking a big chunk here, an hour. What did you say about this next hour, Jess?
Well, it wasn't great because the whole thing is Batman versus Superman, and they're only fighting for about 10-20 minutes.
Well, no, it's 7 minutes of the whole film.
Okay, 7 minutes of the whole film they fight, so why is the film called Batman versus Superman?
No, but what was the word you
time?
used to describe that hour-long section of the film?
Boring.
Boring, okay? Because in that section, we had lots of stuff where Clark Kent doesn't like Batman, and Bruce Wayne doesn't like Superman, and Lex Luthor said, what did you think of Lex Luthor?
I think he was a good actor, actually. What actor is that?
His name is Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, I like Jesse Eisenberg. He was a good actor. I didn't like the scripts and everything because I didn't get why he wanted them to fight. But
You didn't. That wasn't explained, was it?
yeah, but I like the actor. I just don't think the film was well written out.
And what did you think of Lex Luthor
I
in this
don't
film?
think Lex Luthor was right because he doesn't have hair. And he
Okay.
had hair.
Well, it should be. I should tell you that this isn't technically Lex Luthor that you know. This is Lex Luthor's son.
Is it?
Is it? You should have told us.
But it's kind of a grey area. They're not really saying
But
whether
then
he's...
at the end, he shaved his hair off, so he
Yeah,
looked like.
but that
his
was because he was in
dad.
prison. So also during this part of the film, after we've had that, we get Batman having a dream, right? Where in the dream he goes around shooting people and breaking their necks. Megan, what did you think of Killer Batman?
I thought it was pretty cool because he did have not weapons with him, and then he just was breaking their necks, ripping off their helmet, taking off their clothes, kicking them
He
in the
didn't
beak.
take their clothes off
I
or
know.
do that.
Oh,
Right.
I know, but they could kick. But he did do a pretty good job of pretending to keep their bit.
Okay.
Well,
What did you think of Killer
This
Batman?
is why everybody loves Batman, because he's not that violent. He won't be the one that kills people. He just hurts them and does the right thing, gives them to justice. Does that make sense?
So yeah, what did you think of Batman killing?
I don't like Batman killing because everyone knows him as the good Batman and he's always done things. But I didn't get the dream either. Why did they have to show him his dream?
Okay, so he's having this dream, and then who appeared at the end of his dream?
Oh, Superman.
No, the Flash.
Oh, yeah.
And that part was the Flash coming back from the future to tell
Why
Batman,
is he in the
or
future?
to tell Bruce Wayne, that he was right all along, and that Lois Lane is the key. Right, now I'll explain to you what that means in a minute.
Okay.
Right? So after that, we get some more Bruce Wayne. He gets hold of some kryptonite, and he makes a spear out of it.
And he makes weapons.
And he makes weapons out of kryptonite. Then nothing happens until we get to the big part of the fight. And why does Superman go to fight Batman? Right, Jess first.
He goes to fight him because his mother's been captured by Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor says if you don't fight Batman, if Batman isn't dead, then you won't get your mum back. So he's fighting, and then in the end,
No, don't get to that bit yet. Right, so Superman is fighting Batman purely because Lex Luthor told him to, right? Okay, Megs, what did you think of that?
I thought it was cool, but I don't know why Lex Luthor captured his mum.
It's never really explained why Lex Luthor hates them both, is
I
it?
know.
Right. Okay, so they have this fight. Now, before we get to what ended the fight, what did you think of the actual fight, Megan?
I thought it was awesome.
Okay, so you like the bit where he hit him in the head with the sink?
Yeah, but how did he rip off that thing?
Because he was in a robot suit, so he was really
was
strong.
that supposed to be a joke or something? Was that supposed to be humour?
Yes, it was, because it was supposed to be... There's a saying that goes, I'll hit you with everything but the kitchen sink, which means I will hit you with everything I've got. So what they were saying was, here's a joke, he's hitting him with everything and the kitchen sink. Although it wasn't a kitchen sink, it was a toilet sink.
Yeah.
Right? So he weakens Superman by firing kryptonite gas into him, right? And then he's just about to stab him with his spear. And altogether after 3, okay, right? Altogether after 3, there's one word that stops the fight. 1, 2, 3, Martha. Now, Jesse first. What did you think about the fact that the fight ended with Batman going, "Why don't you say that name?
Yeah, why did you say that awesome name?
Why don't you say that name? How do you know that name?" What did you think about that?
Okay, sorry. I thought it was like very, very weird. Why would they put this connection that they both had their parents, they're both mother's name equal Martha? It was like, why is it a bond between them? Okay, Batman's mum's called Martha, his mum's called Martha. One's about to die, one's already died. So what? Save Martha. You can still kill Superman.
And what did you think of the whole Martha thing?
I don't know why I was like, why did you say that name? It's my mum when she died. And I don't really know why he had to say that.
Okay, so we
How
didn't...
did Lois... Wait a sec. How did Lois know? Because she, like, suddenly came. He was just about to kill him. And he said, "Tell Martha I loved her." And he was like, "Why did you say that name?" And Lois came out of nowhere and says, "It's his mother. How does she know that he's talking about her?"
Because she heard Batman say, "Why did you say that name?"
Right,
But she doesn't know Batman's mother's name.
Here's another question for you. Yeah, but she knows what Superman's mother's name is. Here's another question for you, right? If Lex Luthor has kidnapped Martha Kent, right, Superman's mum, and Superman can be anywhere he wants at any time because he saves Lois Lane on more than one occasion, right? Why can't he use his super hearing, find out where she is, and just save her himself?
Yeah. I don't know.
Because there's kryptonite in the room.
There wasn't kryptonite in the room
There
where
was.
Martha was being held.
There was.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, there was.
Can I say something?
There
else?
was.
There was some creepy pictures of the mother, like she had face paint on, like looking like she was dead. And I asked the question, is she dead?
Well,
And
she
Daddy
wasn't dead,
said,
was she?
Well, Daddy said
Scary.
no. She's just been knocked out
Yeah,
a bit.
so Batman goes off to save Martha,
Mhm.
right? Superman goes off to stop Lex Luthor, and this is where Lex Luthor unveils Doomsday.
Mhm.
Now, you guys probably don't know, well, you do know this because we've discussed it before, but Doomsday in the comic books is an alien who is dug out of the ice, and he basically goes on a rampage, beats up loads of members of the Justice League, and then has a massive fight with Superman and kills him in the comic books, right?
That Superman and Batman die all the time. It's
Right.
crazy.
So that's what happens in the movies. Now, that's what happens in the comic books. So in the movie, Lex Luthor creates Doomsday. Doomsday has a massive fight with Superman, and
How
who
does he
turns up,
create
Megan?
him?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman shows up, and we have the 3 biggest members of the Justice League, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, all fighting Doomsday. Now, before we get to Doomsday, what did you think of Batman's fight with the criminals that were holding Martha, Megan?
I thought it was a bit boring because they didn't have to show Batman fighting to get. Well, why didn't Batman fight Lex Luthor, and why didn't Superman get his mum?
Well, because if Batman had gone to Lex Luthor and got in front of Doomsday, he would have just got ripped in half.
Yeah, but can I skip a bit?
Yeah.
Superman dies from Doomsday.
Yeah, okay, we'll get back to that in a second. What did you think of Batman's fight with the criminals?
I think it was pretty awesome, but pretty lame. But can I say something about the fight with Doomsday?
Yeah.
I think Batman did too much. He was just sitting low in the shadows after he'd saved Martha.
He did kind of just run around hiding, didn't he?
Yeah, he saved Martha, and then he just goes and he just stays there. He doesn't do anything. So he just stays there. He's just sitting back low in the shadows.
Yeah, but then there's not a lot he can do. He doesn't have any superpowers. What can he do against a Doomsday, who apparently, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he get bigger the more they hit him?
Yeah, because when you make aliens, like, because Doomsday was from Superman's place, you said.
Yeah, well, he was made up of Zod's body from the first film
Oh.
and Lex Luthor's blood.
Okay, Zod's body, okay, that's strong and everything, but what is good about Lex Luthor's blood? How does it make into a big, scary, abominable thing?
Well, anyway, so Superman has a fight, Wonder Woman's there, blah, blah, blah. Superman eventually kills Doomsday with the kryptonite spear, but Doomsday stabs Superman in the chest with one of his spikes and kills him.
Oh, I thought it was because he was so close to the kryptonite.
No, he gets stabbed in the chest. So, we then skip to the funeral. There's 2 funerals, one in Metropolis for Superman, and there's nobody in that coffin, because obviously Clark Kent's body is actually in the wooden coffin in Smallville, being buried by Martha and Lois Lane. We then get Batman and Wonder Woman talking about the Justice League, and we get...
But I thought Batman never wanted to go in the Justice League, but then he only wanted to go in it because he wanted to look, like, keep his eye on Superman.
That's the comic books. They've not got to that point yet, right? So then the Earth starts to rise on Superman's grave, which shows that he's not dead. So he was dead basically for 5 minutes. Okay, right?
Well,
now,
no,
what do you want to
actually,
say?
like a couple days, because of,
Yeah,
like...
but in the movie, 5 minutes with the film.
And Lois Lane put dirt on there. Then we can see that he's turning back to life because the dirt levitates up. So we knew that he was going to come back alive.
We did skip over one point. What did you think of the introduction of the Justice League characters on the email attachment? So Wonder Woman was looking at the email and she saw a clip of Aquaman, a clip of Cyborg, and a clip of Flash.
Pretty pointless.
Yeah, it was pretty random and stupid,
Because
wasn't it?
why did she didn't know about them. She thought she was like the only person, but then suddenly she finds out about these guys and she's like, oh, is Flash changed?
From what?
He looks different.
Well, it's not the same Flash as the TV show.
Oh.
It's a completely different actor playing the role.
It's not Barry Allen.
No, it is Barry Allen, but it's a different actor playing the role.
Yeah.
I think they should have had the Flash from the TV show.
Yeah,
I know, because he is more like better actor.
Okay, so this all leads us to the next film, which I believe is going to be Suicide Squad, which has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
And then we have Wonder Woman film, and then they're going to have a Justice League movie. Okay? So, ignoring all that, out of 10, Megan, what would you give Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice?
9 out of 10.
9 out. You really enjoyed it that much, okay? And what would you give it?
Well, it's pretty boring because I don't really like Batman and Superman, but I'd say 6.5.
6.5. So Megan really loved it, so it was obviously doing its job there.
What would you give it?
Well, initially, when I did my review on the website, silentmovieman.wix.com/World of Stu, I gave it a 6. I then thought about it, and I changed my score to a 5. I've thought about it even more, and I've changed my score to a 3.
That's so low!
Because
That's halving your score.
this film is really, really bad.
No, it is not.
And I should point out, remember when we mentioned the Flash coming to Bruce Wayne in the dream?
Yeah.
What that means is that at some point, this is my prediction of what's going to happen. Superman is going to come back to life. Lois Lane's going to die, right? Like in the Injustice Gods Amongst Us
Why
comic.
are you saying that she's going to die?
She's going to die, and that's going to make Superman go cray-cray. Yeah.
Ballistic.
And he's going to end up joining forces with the big baddie, Darkseid, who is the DC version of Thanos.
And I think he's going to go like, I'm crazy.
Who's Darkseid? Never seen him in my life.
Yeah, but that was the little flying demons in the dream that knocked Batman out?
Yeah.
Those are called parademons, and they are Darkseid's minions.
Oh, it's like in a movie where there are monkeys flying around. They're basically like that.
They're a bit like the Wizard of Oz, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you like this film, so are you looking forward to more films in this universe?
No.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
well...
yes.
I say no, just because.
You think it's boring?
No, I just think, I thought that it should have ended that that Superman was just dead. Just
But they didn't have the guts to pull that off, did they? They decided to go back on it.
I don't know why Everybody rises from the dead. Even Batman, Robin, just loads of people have risen from the dead. It's pointless.
So anyway, that was the second ever Kids Korner. Thank you very much, Jessica Rose.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Megan Ramey.
It's okay. And thank you.
You guys will be back with another review sometime in the future.